again?
Yeah.
Bro, when are you gonna let this man have a break?
That's okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our third day of what we're calling the Ultra. Super excited you're still in it with us. We only have 97 days to go, so pat yourself on the back. And once again, we have our buddy Blake with us. And Blake is going to start us out with sharing a little bit about what he got from Genesis 11. I believe you're going to be in Genesis 11, right?
That's right.
All right.
So yeah, if you read Genesis and up to this point, in chapter 11, it's the Tower of Babel, and that's one of really the four great events that occurs throughout the first 11 chapters. And as you read through chapter 11, there's this blatant rebellion that's happening against God, and it mentions that God had commanded the people to be fruitful and multiply, and instead, and I don't know if I'm saying this word right, but they build this ziggurat, which was like a pyramid, and the word Babel actually means the gate of the gods, and it's believed that maybe the way this pyramid was built, that maybe the gods that they were worshiping would come down. And I always thought, Babel just meant babbling. The Hebrew word balal is what actually means confusion. But as you continue to read through chapter 11, God's response, he ultimately, he spares their lives and he gives them this other opportunity to return to him. And so he does go and confuse the language, which ultimately, does make them scatter, which was what God had intended to all along. And so I think the takeaway from that is that, he gave them another opportunity, just like he gives us plenty of opportunities in our life to commit to him. He could have, done something very differently, but he had this plan all along, and they ultimately just weren't following that plan. And so that's just kind of what I got out of chapter 11. Like I said, really cool reading through Genesis, and I hope you're getting something out of it too as you read each day.
Yeah, and I ain't even gonna lie. So I think today for you guys it's January the 3rd. For us it's October the 6th. So we're just changing outfits. We're trying to shoot it all to kind of get ahead. But that being said, if it's January the 3rd, I know what I'm thinking about today. And I'm thinking about our ski trip coming up in just a couple of days. And when I think about skiing, I think about just a couple of different stories, but I specifically think about a story when me and Blake went last year. We went up to just the top of the mountain, and we were going to try to work our way down. And we were skiing on, it wasn't bigger than a road, and right off the other side was just a cliff. And I was sitting there talking to Blake. I said, Blake, let's go. You're going to be okay. Oh, I don't want to go. Oh, you're going to be okay. And it was the biggest peer pressure. I should have never done it, but it was the biggest peer pressure movement. So finally, he's like, all right, let's go. I'll get on there. And so we get to going down a little bit, and then just right off the edge there. It's a 1,000, 2,000 foot drop. It's just straight down the mountain. And the point is that Blake had every opportunity, not to go on the lift, not to do this. And it's exactly what we see in the story of Abraham and Lot, is that Lot had every opportunity. Abram kept giving him opportunity after opportunity to don't go your own way, do this, follow God, follow God, follow God. And Lot is solely bent on getting to Sodom. And he gets to Sodom and he gets kidnapped. And then Abram rescues him again. And where does he go? As soon as he gets back from being kidnapped, he goes straight back to Sodom. So the point is that no matter how much peer pressure you have to do the right thing or the wrong thing, if you have your mind set on doing something that you know you shouldn't do, I just hate to say it, but God will let you do it. He will let you walk down the wrong road until you kind of get to where you did, get to the place where you're like, okay, I got to stop, I got to call the ski patrol, somebody got to come get me. And God will come get you, but He will let you go the wrong way. So my God shot for today was that, hey, God is a sovereign God, but He gives us free choices. And with those free choices, we can freely choose to ignore Him and to not do what God says. So my plea to you is to follow God. Whatever that looks like for you in your life right now, follow God. Don't follow your own way. Well, that's all we got for today's episode of the Ultra, and we will see y'all back tomorrow, and we're going to be in chapter 16 through chapters 20, and we'll see y'all then. Peace.